out of season, which is typical, unfortunate but typical, and they will not be practicing this spring. I'll just start with the list. We got 4 guys right that I've mentioned: Marvin McNutt, Steve Bigach, Shane DiBona, and Tanner Miller all had surgery over the last couple of months there, and they will not be practicing. At least they won't have contact during the spring drills. And then also we had Austin Vier has developed some serious back issues right now, so he has not really done much of anything for several weeks here, and I don't anticipate him doing anything this spring. We're waiting to see how that materializes. And then a carryover from December, Brad Rogers, as you may recall, had a pull-out back during the Insight Bowl preparation. He experienced some heart issues, cardiac issues down in Arizona, and he's still in process of they're doing studies and tests and all that type of thing. So he will not be on the field at all this spring, and as you might well imagine, we're proceeding real cautiously there, and he's getting great attention, great care, but we will not have him out there, and we'll just see how that all pans out. So that being said, I'll throw it out for questions.
Tyler Nielsen, Tyler Nielsen obviously missed the last part. Is he good to go now?
He's back, yeah, he's back, and we'll treat him like we would have Fred Russell in his senior. He won't do any live tackling, but he'll be doing everything else. So if we do have full scrimmages, which we don't do a lot of, he won't be in for that.
What did Marvin have to get worked on, and when do you expect him to be full speed ahead?
Kind of our injury of choice over the last, 5-6 years has been shoulder injuries, and that's what he's experienced. So, the good news is those repairs have been, really good, and the outcomes have been good. So we expect him to be full speed in June.
Not that you ever want, a receiver of his caliber out, but the fact that you have a lot of youth and inexperience behind him, does that kind of help decide who may be number 2, 3, 4?
It'll give all those guys, and it's a really young group right now, needless to say. I think we had 4 seniors, I think, last year. So, it's a very young group right now, and it'll give those guys a lot of opportunity to continue to grow. I thought they did a good job in the fall. We're just excited to see how they progress, certainly. It makes Keenan the veteran of the group right now, at least when we're practicing. And I think he'll do a good job. He's, he'll do a good job in that regard. It's kind of that way in the back end a little bit too. Some guys, we had some graduation losses there too. So we're pretty young right now at both those positions. I think our numbers aren't great. We're going to have to be careful how we practice, so we don't overrun those guys, if you will. And then the other part that leads into that, I think it's fair to say those are 2 positions right now, the back end and the receiver position, where younger guys might have a good opportunity coming in. And we ended up playing Don Shumpert last year. And could have very easily played Cavante. Probably would have, except we had so many seniors, so we felt like we could buffer him in there. But it'll be a good chance for those guys to get some real quality work. Hopefully we have a quarterback out there with them. I didn't mention first day of practice, right? Van Berg's got organic chemistry. I remember those days. Organic chemistry exam at 5:30 today, first practice. So they'll be there for about half the practice. I used to walk by organic chemistry. Tommy, there was a class, room 303. I walked right by that. Kept on going, got a cup of coffee.